In the middle of busy days and constant noise, there are certain feelings you keep pushing aside until they quietly start calling you back again. Life got busy and I kept putting it off, but something kept pulling me back. Back to the mountains, back to the silence, back to myself. It's been a while since I last went camping, so this time I decided to pack my gears and just go back to camping. So I made my way towards Hulangala in Matale, a breathtaking place that had been on my travel bucket list for years, waiting for the right moment. I think this was the right time to finally make it happen. But before that, I wanted to meet a fellow traveler I had met in Kelaboka back in 2024, Rukmal brother. I was just planning a quick meet and greet, but he warmly invited me for breakfast. His breakfast was still mouth-watering and his hospitality was truly amazing. I hope our brotherhood continues like this and I hope we can collaborate in near future. From there, we explored a few beautiful places before I left. The place Rukmal took me to was simply mesmerizing, and it looks even more beautiful during the rainy season. The calmness of the surroundings, combined with the sounds of nature, made it feel like time had completely slowed down. With those beautiful memories, I left and rode towards Hulangala. Out of nowhere, it started raining. I quickly packed my things to avoid getting soaked in the rain.
ටිකට් ගන්න ඔෆිස් එක කොතනද තියෙන්නේ? උඩනේ. තව කිලෝමීටර? නෑ කොහොම ගිහලා කන්දකොළ වෙච්චාම ඔෆිස් එක. ඔෆිස් එකේ පව් කරලා උලංගල යන්න ඕනේ කොච්චර කිලෝමීටරද? 3 කිලෝමීටර තියෙනවා. Thanks, uncle.
I started wondering if the rain keeps going, camping might be difficult for me. But nature always has its own plans.
Camping, yeah?
Camping.
එතන පෙරට.
ඔන්න නාම. එල්?
අයියා. මලේ.
නලමද? நைட் இது
நேத்துல வெளிய மழை
நோமலாத்தா மழை
இப்படி ஹீட்டா பேஞ்சிக்கிட்டே இருக்குது. நாங்க சொல்லிருக்கோம். எனக்கு இந்த இடத்துல டிக்கெட் அடிச்சிட்டு மேலே போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் மறுக்க வந்து ரிட்டர்ன் இல்ல.
சரி. அசல் இருக்க முடியாதா?
இதுக்கு நேத்து இருந்தாங்க. முந்தா நாள் கேம்பிங் இருந்தாங்க. நேத்து இருந்தாங்க.
இருந்தவங்க போயிட்டாங்களா இல்லாடி
இப்பதான் போனாங்க.
இதுதான் போனாங்க. அப்ப இருக்க முடியுமா இங்க?
பேர் ரெண்டு பேசியிருக்காங்க வரல.
அப்படியா? இன்னொரு செட் ஒன்று வரோம்.
From the entrance, it's about 3 kilometers to the camping spot. But the road condition turned it into a long and challenging ride. No proper road, just rocks, bumps and endless tough terrain. I have always believed that the hardest rides lead to the most beautiful places. And sometimes the struggle itself becomes part of the story you will never forget. And now I'm entering the most mesmerizing part of this ride, riding through mist-covered tea estates. It felt like stepping into a completely different world. The silence, the greenery, and the endless mist made everything feel unreal. It was around 2 p.m., but the climate felt entirely different. Growing up in the city, surrounded by noise and pollution, maybe that's why places like this feel so special to me. Enjoying these moments felt like pure happiness. The cool air refreshed my entire day. Despite the challenges of riding this road, it became one of my favorites. To be honest, I started loving bike rides because of roads like this. Misty, quiet and full of life. Every turn in the road felt like a new story unfolding in front of me. Moments like this remind me why I started traveling in the first place. not for the destination, but for the feeling along the way. Finally, I reached the camping spot, located at about 824 meters above sea level and close to the Knuckles mountain range. Hulangala is also known as Mini World's End. The area is often covered in mist with strong winds sweeping across the hills. Hulangala, meaning windy rock, feels like a name made exactly for this place. This place gave me a sense of peace and calmness I did not even realize I was missing. I don't really know how to fully put into words what I felt here, because some moments are meant to be felt, not explained. Camping alone has taught me so many things that ordinary life can't teach. It's simple, yet it brings a kind of happiness that feels endless. More than anything, the experience feels far more valuable than a luxurious life. Building your own space to live in, even for a night, reminds you how simple life can be and how happiness doesn't depend on comfort, but on your state of mind. I believe everyone should experience solo camping at least once in their lifetime, because it shows you that real happiness often comes from within, not from what you have around you. Sitting here, just taking in the moment, felt like one of the best experiences of my life. The climate and the strong wind and the surrounding naturally gave me memories I did not even ask for. Places like this don't just give you views, they give you clarity, they make you pause, think and reconnect with yourself in ways nothing else can. Leeches were everywhere due to the wet climate, but for me, it was not anything new. I have gotten used to it over time. Even the fear starts to fade away. Hulangala is one of the most popular places for camping and sightseeing, with visitors coming almost every day for its views. But today, the entire landscape was wrapped in mist. Even flying my drone became difficult due to the strong winds. Small moments, but so much joy within me. I feel like I could sit here forever if life ever allowed to. There is something about this place that makes you forget everything else. No rush, no pressure, just you and the present moment. The time passed quietly and slowly. I'm going to make a simple meal for dinner.
So I always say that we should expect some unexpected situations when we travel. I thought of making a simple chicken biryani inside my camping tent. Unfortunately, the stove is not working properly. The gas is full tank, but I think something wrong with this stove. I bought chicken, so that is already fried. I can eat that. With that, I have a few banana which Rukmal gave me when I met him. So those are the dinners for the night. Everything happens for a good reason, right? Something is good like that.
So with that, I was not on an empty stomach. With God's help, I had food to fill my stomach, and my night was well spent. I woke up to a beautiful morning, but it was freezing cold. The hills were still covered in mist, and everything felt silent and untouched. I got some sandwiches from the campers in the next tent for breakfast. But the strong wind became too much. My tent couldn't hold anymore. And finally, I was forced to pack my things and leave. Sometimes, no matter how much you want to stay, nature decides when it's time to leave, and you just have to accept it and move on, carrying the memories with you. So, yeah, I guess my time here is over. Before leaving, I spent a few more moments just feeling the wind and the atmosphere, because my heart was not ready to let go of this place.
Ali, kita ambil dia. Hari. Thanks awak di sini cakap. Sip. Pada sini.
This ride back felt quieter, not because the road changed, but because I was lost in my thoughts. Every kilometer away from Hulangala felt like leaving a piece of myself behind. But at the same time, I knew I was taking something valuable with me, an experience I will never forget. I came expecting one experience, but I left within something different, something better in its own way. And maybe that's how life always works. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.